So it's the start of the summer and I thought of making the upasachi batatachi bhaji. So I'm just gonna make it. All you ever need is just boiling the potatoes in the cooker, which will look something like this. Just few layers. And just we are gonna smash it down because we love smashing it. And then if cheese is available, we can add cheese. But this is really upasachi bhaji, which we do often, which I really like even eating on random days. So we are just gonna smash it up. Okay, so let's do it. Ignore my armpits if you are very cautious about armpit hairs, but that's how I am. And now we'll straight up go to the stove and we'll just make it up. We'll just splash some oil in it at first and then add cumin seeds and then add the potatoes over there. Mix it up, add some bit of sugar and salt, okay? I had to check if I was right about the cumin seeds because I was like, ooh, did I mention that ingredient right? Because I was like, ooh, was I right about the cumin seed part? Because that needs to go in there. And if I was like, I was doubting my vocabulary because it sometimes happens, right? We don't use these words often. And I was just doubting myself that, ooh, what? Okay, what am I gonna add in it, etc, etc. So now we're just gonna start prepping, and there is nothing preparation, it's just you need potatoes. Okay, I was hearing one video on recession type food that insan was like, and people in the 1920s used to just survive on potatoes because that used to be doable. So I made a soup out of it. There was a channel about this. I need to bring a spoon. Added a lot of oil here. So that is there. Add some. I'm also going to add some mirchi in it. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this on my plate directly and eat it up while having my lunch. This is a quick recipe, so you can have it handy with some roti, or if you want to have it with some rice dal. Mm, it's brilliantly tasty. So what I added was cumin seeds, a bit of chili, and then some salt, as I mentioned earlier. The salt just elevates the flavor, as well as the chili and the cumin seeds. Cumin seeds is the main star, okay, in this whole process. Mm-hmm. Nice. Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. You saw me cooking this potato thing earlier. So I'm just gonna chit chat whilst I eat on different stuff. Whatever is going on and stuff like that. So I've been taking up courses, I've been doing work, I've been listening to books, songs, everything. And these days, what I see mostly is that people get more fond of personal branding. Um, mhm. I mean, I just don't understand why everybody wants to get in the corner of turning into a celebrity. Like, why can't you just be yourself, and why you need to have a sheet of all the aesthetic you want to hold with you and go forward. Like, there are so many channels, there is so many stuff I've been seeing online where people are guiding other people in, being like Sabrina Carpenter, so that, blue, the baby blue is your color and you just get catapulted to the fandom. I mean, you know, the famous situation in your life, and then everybody just knows that, this is you. Mm, although that might set you apart, when you are a person, it is not so much just a normal person. You don't have to aestheticize yourself a lot, with that you you fence yourself in a lot. Rather, use the whole personal branding exercise to know who you exactly are, right? Rather than just turning into, the aesthetic situation on. um, it, it's I feel like it sort of fences your talents, fences your capabilities to explore otherworldly things a lot at a very nuanced stage in your work, as all as evolving as a person. mm-hmm. I feel that one doesn't need to just get stuck there, you know to all the personal branding or self-improvement videos these people do. They are very well done, I must say that. Everybody is giving the example of Sabrina Carpenter, as she just catapulted into this famous era of hers recently last year. Before that, not many people knew of her, and that's what famousness is all about. That's what internet does these days. Mm-hmm. It can take you up, it can take you down, right? And even in the case of Sabrina Carpenter, this hasn't been a instant gratification for her. It has been a huge, enormous, lengthy process for her to reach at this point in her life. And everybody needs to understand it, that she did not get to this aesthetic for whatever album this was, and short and sweet, and she had a process. Everybody gives her example, although it is a great case study to have. It is not something to anchor yourself into, is what I think. Okay. Even though you have too many flavors explored, even if you are sort of not feeling, in the in a perfect box, there is no box here. Okay. I mean, not only in pop culture or entertainment business, but everywhere. Okay. It's just what it is. Also, there are too many videos online which are popping up on my feed from homeless people. I don't know where they are getting their internet packs filled up from, or to do the recording and to put your life story out, and to you know let your recruiter future recruiter judge you also. But they are also stating the real life fact of how people are living around the world. So in the discourse of it all, whatever is happening in the States, I assume that those first person point of view stories are kind of legitimate, and they are serving a part of the society who really, in a vast majority of ways, feels very similar, because there are a lot of layoffs happening around the world, uh, and things are really shaky everywhere, and the interview process is a nightmare now, with the AI stuff coming the um, beneath the whole process and the whole jazz. It's becoming tedious. So, you know, lots of stuff like that are bothering. But I understand where they're coming from, and if they have a story, it is worth listening to them. Right? So that is just what I want to ramble. Since last year, I've been a bit here and there with personal responsibilities, etc., etc., and my Saturn return is going to come soon. So there are going to be me being very responsible, me being very secluded to give attention to other stuff in my life on priority, so that it becomes a bit easy to navigate the Saturn return. Saturn return occurs after every 29 years, like they say that. So there is that. Whatever is happening, I'm awaiting its return. Next month is my birthday. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. Also, I've been taking this Ayurveda therapy for my hirsutism, my hormonal imbalance issue, the unwanted body hair situation, on the chins and other parts of the body. So I started my course 1 month ago for my migraines, etc. Also, the whole situation has been great. I was given another installment of the dose, which I have started taking since yesterday, which is for balance of the women hormones, etc., etc., because I feel like my body is kicking up the androgens fairly largely fairly in a huge quantity. Maybe that's why it's happening. I haven't realized it, so there is that. I've been doing my exercises every day, sleeping on time, etc., etc., so hopefully I'll find a way. But overall, the experience with Ayurveda has been fine. Like, it's slow, so I can stop it anytime and all. But I didn't want to take the birth control pill. So we went with what I was like into, this Ayurveda and all sort of stuff. Although, Ayurveda is not a last point where the buggies stop and you can rely on it for worst case situations. But allopathy comes handy then. But this is not bad. I mean, I've been taking treatment at Santulan. It's by Dr. Balaji Tambe. He passed away already, but his descendants are sort of serving his serving his purpose. So there's that. I've been quite curious how I can work on my hormones a bit. So that's where I've been also, like my focus also this past months lately. Yeah, that's all. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Take care. Bye.